All right, folks, look, we have to talk about Donald Trump's late night social media posting spree that he went on yesterday. Normally, it's a good idea to just ignore Donald Trump's posts. He's, rambling, ranting about total nonsense. But what he did last night was especially concerning. He is doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on the idea that Democrats need to be arrested and even killed because they disagree with him. He posted a number of different things. I mean, I'm talking like 20 to 30 posts in a span of maybe an hour, maybe two. It was all very weird. So look, there's a lot to get through here. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, comment, let me know what you think about the story. And without further ado, let's dive in. There's no time to waste here. It is so insane. So this was one of the first posts that Donald Trump started with. And let's just check the time that this was posted at, 7:29. So that's when things really kicked off for Donald Trump. And it's a post of somebody on Twitter who said, would you support the idea of foreign-born citizens being barred from running for office, yes or no? And it includes a photo of Ilhan Omar, a man that ran for mayor of Minnesota. But this is also, I think, directed at people like Zohran Mamdani, who was not born in the United States, or anybody that's not born in the United States later becomes a citizen. Folks like that can run for mayor of New York City or Congress or Senate in some cases. And Donald Trump, I guess, is somewhat endorsing the idea that that shouldn't happen. And something I wanted to point out about this account in particular, this commentary Donald Trump, the Donald Trump NQ account, is that, on this channel, we covered the fact that a lot of these big MAGA accounts have been exposed as foreign actors. This account, based in Africa. Based in Africa. You can see it right there. So Donald Trump is uplifting an account that's talking about American politics that is not based in the United States. He is uplifting these accounts that are part of this foreign influence operation. He's just playing right into it. It is absolutely insane. Let's keep going. Then he posted videos about Benny Johnson. Trust me, you don't got to see that. It's Benny Johnson. Then we get into more of this commentary that Donald Trump has engaged in of arresting Democrats who told military officers to not follow illegal orders. So just to be clear, these elected Democrats came out, put out this PSA, said to these military officials, follow the law. You swore an oath to the Constitution. You swore an oath to the United States. You did not swear an oath to Donald Trump, the man. And he has taken major issue with this. And he's reposted somebody from deep fake quotes saying sedition, treason, or 18 USC section 2387. Lawmakers didn't debate a president. They told the U.S. military to question his orders. That is, in politics, that's a direct attack on the chain of command. This law exists for one reason, to stop this exact scenario, which is not the case. Of course, Donald Trump posting misinformation, surprise, surprise, I know. But of course, this is not true. But Donald Trump is once again endorsing this idea that Democrats who told the military to follow the law are engaging in sedition or treason. Of course, treason is punishable by death. So Donald Trump is, indirectly endorsing this idea again. It's just crazy that we live in a country where the president of the United States is a convicted felon, and he's calling for the arrest and death of people who are advocating for people to follow the law. That's the country we find ourselves in. Here's another one he posted on his social media platform from another post from Twitter saying, I used to work for, this is Alyssa Slotkin, a senator from Michigan, and the caption is, I used to work for the CIA. I'm formally trained at overthrowing governments. Now I'm a Democrat in Congress. My speech could invoke a rebellion. That's called sedition. My voters are too low IQ to notice. So not only is Donald Trump accusing Senator Slotkin of sedition, of a crime, he's also calling Americans that voted for her low IQ. I think it's important for people to remember that Donald Trump just hates the American people. If you're not in line with him endorsing every single policy position of his, then you are low IQ, according to him. You're committing a crime, according to him. And these are all coming from Donald Trump's official social media page. And I find it interesting that, again, this idea that telling people to follow the law, in his view, is perhaps invoking a rebellion, when on January 6th, he tried to do that. I mean, he tried to incite an insurrection, succeeded at inciting it to overturn an election he didn't win to stay in power. I mean, no semblance of consistency here from Donald Trump. Then he posted a clip of Secretary Scott Bessent saying, if Senate Democrats close the government again, then Senate Republicans should immediately get rid of the filibuster, yada, yada, yada. And then we get into more of this from Donald Trump, more of him demanding that people get arrested. And this is the video he posted. Take a look. Yeah. An AI video where all of these representatives or senators who put out that PSA that we just spoke about are in jumpsuits behind bars. I mean, we are watching our democracy, our republic crumble right before our very eyes. This kind of conduct from a Democrat or Republican 20 years ago in American politics, like imagine Obama or Bush doing this. They would get laughed out of politics, never to be seen again. And now we have this president who does this almost daily, demanding that political opponents be arrested. He always accused the DOJ under Biden of being authoritarian for indicting him, when in reality, he just committed a bunch of crimes. And now he is doing the exact thing he accused Biden of falsely doing, which is targeting your political opponents legally, demanding their arrest, directing the DOJ to arrest them. It's insane. And he kept going, posting more about this. He is really upset about this specific topic. It's a headline. Justin Dems, who called on military to resist Trump, are being investigated by military courts. Trump says, which is unconfirmed. We don't know if that's actually the case. That's also not a thing, by the way, but regardless of that, or at least in this context. Here's another one where he's reposting someone called Tea Party Patriot HQ, treason and sedition, again, accusing these Democrats. This has really gotten under his skin. This one is perhaps one of the most concerning posts from Donald Trump. It kind of builds off one we just saw. It says, bring back accountability. The military is the only way. This is a post amplified by Donald Trump. And it says, if your justice system has been corrupted, how do you bypass the corruption? Military tribunals. This is really concerning stuff. And unfortunately, posts like this will not get the attention it deserves because it's not Donald Trump directly saying it. He's just reposting other people. But this is as bad. I mean, Donald Trump is endorsing the idea of military tribunals, executions for Democrats. And listen to what we're talking about here. I mean, it just doesn't get any worse than this. This is as bad as it gets in terms of the president and their rhetoric. Here's another one where Donald Trump reposted, common sense is not a gift, it's a punishment because you have to deal with everyone who doesn't have it. Ironic that Donald Trump is posting this. He has absolutely no common sense. Here's another thing that just says truth, an AI image, loyalty to the Constitution. This is regarding, again, the military conversation. He posted the oath of enlistment from an account on Twitter as well. Another one, somebody saying, yep, 100% what they did is the literal definition of sedition. They put it on video. This is the easiest court-martial or court case in the history of the United States. This definition of sedition does not fit telling the military to follow the law. And then, I mean, oh my God, we get into real QAnon crap here. Spiritual Street Fighter posted this, nothing can stop what is coming. Donald Trump reposted that. Time to obliterate the deep state. Donald Trump reposted. It also says, do it, Q. I mean, he's not even hiding it. I mean, it says Q on his shoulder and he's reposting it, playing right into the conspiracy theories. Absolutely insane. Here's another one, TikTok at Donald Trump, a Q on his neck collar. Not hiding it, folks. Not hiding it. He continues. Remember your oath. Another photo that Donald Trump posted. I think that's on. I mean, I can't even believe what we're looking at. This was all posted by Donald Trump. And then he started talking about tariffs, going on a random rant at 12 in the morning, but you don't have to see it. It's his usual crap. But this is coming directly from the President of the United States, a demand for military tribunals, executions, arrests for sedition or treason, and playing up to the QAnon conspiracy theories that have damaged so much of American politics. It is insane. And unfortunately, as I mentioned, this will not get the coverage it deserves, but it's happening. And Donald Trump is not hiding it. So please share this around with your friends, family, and loved ones who need to see it. Make sure to subscribe down below, drop a like on the video, comment, let me know what you think about this story. And it's just so crazy, but I'm excited to hear from you folks. As I always say, have an amazing rest of your day, and we will talk soon.